I love you, Pookie. Go, Hawk Tuah, and spit on that thing.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
All right. So, my friend, that's been the topic of discussion for the past few weeks. I've been seeing the memes, been seeing the content, been seeing the reiterations of it, the meshing of all different types of videos. And I gotta say, man, it is one of the most humblest, it's the best thing that could have happened in 2024 to me. Now,
They got
I want you,
merchandise right now, boy. I'm telling
they
you.
got merchandise. I want to hear your thoughts on it before I get into it, because I want to know, what do you think of everything about this? Do you believe there's something more to this? Like, is this something that we all can relate, no matter skin, race, religion, anything? Can we all understand this? Can we all embrace it?
I take it in two parts. For the actual interview, I honestly feel like the girl was super trolling. And upon the release of this episode, you'll notice that the content creators of that interview has released the full interview, and it gives you the full vision of what the Hawk Tuah girl is. And in my personal opinion, I feel like she was trolling, but there was some truth that she added in there. Now,
okay, where is it?
What's that? The truth that she added in
what
there?
What is it?
So, in today's, and might be getting me philosophical, getting deep into what my thoughts is, but in today's society, everything that we're doing is just elevating, and it's becoming a one-up program every generation that we get. If you really think about it, and this might mean me rolling up my bridges and putting on my grown man pants, but what we realize, sex was never really talked about back in the day when our parents was being raised. It was something that was done behind closed doors and curtains. And then Playboy came out, then Hustler, then all of the other pornographic things. And I'm not saying I don't like porno. I'll be the main one clicking away. I got my categories and my bookmarks. Don't get me wrong. Big Booty Ebony is right there. Okay. But what I'm saying is, the expectations of the things that are in the bedroom is just constantly growing. Entering BDSM. Now we talking about anal play. Now we talking about all those things that were taboo back in the day are now front runners and expectations. So when I look at the Hawk Tuah girl, it's exactly what society wanted. That's exactly why it blew up so much, because it is serving right up the man's alley. Who don't like extra saliva and lubrication? I'm not going to say I don't, because if she turned around and she hit me with a slobber knocker, I'm over here like, yes, sir, toes curl and all. But you don't, I think it's because it was that Southern tone that she said it in, as well as the innocence that she looked on that video, that she turned around and did something so deliberate as a Hawk Tuah spit on that thing.
We all knew. Everyone knew it.
Every man that watched that thing said, "Where's my wife and why she ain't doing that?" And you know what that's going to cause?
Me.
It now even catapulted another expectation. Because if that little innocent country girl out there in Tennessee doing a Hawk Tuah on a pipe, why is my wife over here making bland ass lasagna and even doing a Hawk Tuah for me? So for me, I think so my brain is split in two ways. What I consider wife material isn't what I consider in a sexual partner. Yes, that's my traditionalist. Don't get me wrong. There are some things. It's weird the way I think. Don't try to understand me. At the end of the day, I have two ways of thinking. The things that I do to a girl that are like that is like a booty call, or that is a person that I'm indulging in for that moment. We're indulging in each other. I'm gonna do a lot more nastier things because there's no sanctity in that. But if I have my
You
wife,
damage your little flower, huh?
exactly. If I'm married to her, there's some things that I just feel like, oh no, I can't do that. That's disrespectful. That's my wife. I got to look at her the next morning. So, what I'm just saying is this: now that Hawk Tuah girl has come out, it's gonna set some expectation in a lot of relationships where they're gonna be looking at each other and be like, "Well, baby girl, if she can do it, can we try? Can we do it?" And then now it becomes a norm. And now every relationship you go to, it's gonna be I expect this. Just like I expect head, I expect booty, I expect all of these in a relationship, whether it's from a male side or a female side. Just like a female is going to church to look at it and be like, yo, I know he's probably going to expect that. But then she's going to spit on the wrong pipe and he's going to be like, why did you just spit on me? That's disgusting. But either way.
You're not wrong about that, though.
It's not everybody's tone. And one thing about sex is just because it looked good to some people don't mean we all into it. It looked fine and dandy when you're looking on the porn on the corn hub and you looking on and you doing X Vatio and all of those other ones and you looking at it and you in front of you got your whole setup, you got your Jergens, you got your Kleenex, you got everything you need and you're like, yes, that's the one I like. Yeah, oh, look at her go. It's different when you get it in person. Yeah, buddy. I don't want to be too graphic, but you get that little throw up scene and you was like, that's hot. That means if she throw up on me, I'm big.
Up.
Exactly.
You actually been throwing up on.
Until you get that puke, it's a whole different, the whole room stink. Now you like, okay, I'm never doing this again. And that's my 2 cents on the Hawk Tuah. I know it was kind of long, but I came back to the Hawk Tuah.
You're good, man. I appreciate that. I couldn't wait to talk about it. I think for me, with the Hawk Tuah, I mean, just going off to the things that you stated there, man, it definitely is something that, because of the innocence, because of the Southern drawl, and the way that she is like a universal call, right? I think what makes it special, and what makes it something where we can be like, this makes sense, is because we look at it and we're looking at her, we're looking at the interview, and it didn't feel like it was staged. It felt like this is something that this girl it was just coming, right? And when we look at it as a whole, yeah, you want your woman to try it, yes, and I think what it really does is allows us as a society to be like, all right, we can be open with our sexuality and be open with our partners because this happens. Like before, like you stated, like in the traditional world, ew, you eat pussy? Ew, you eat ass? Ew, you suck dick? I don't do like you don't? Like why? You're not supposed to tell anyone you're doing that. So granted, a lot of times you don't really want to kiss and tell, but that doesn't mean that you like. It's put it like this. There's a few ways about it. For someone who is slobbing on your knob, that person either, if they're good at it, there's a few reasons. Either one, they watched some stuff. 2, they've done it enough. 3, they practice on some type of object to get good, so they can be good for their partner. Now, you would hope for the third one, as someone who probably wants someone with a low count, but number 2 is more likely was the case because they learn. 1 and 2 is more understandable because when we're younger, we're looking at dudes stroke something or beat cheeks, and we're like, that's how we got to do it. So we go in there and just say,
Thumper mode.
But that's. Yeah. So we're thinking that's how you're supposed to do it. But sometimes people like the slow long strokes.
That genuine, that usher.
I'll say this to you, and this is funny that you say the thing that you said about you don't want to get down and dirty with your partner. You'll get down and dirty with somebody else that is like you're just hanging out with. And I can relate to that to an extent. And the reason being because I try not to destroy my partner. the way I've destroyed others, because if I destroy my partner,
He said
she's not going to be able to be. And I have. And it's like, if I give her that, she's going to be like, fuck, my shit hurts. I'm sore. He's beating me. He's beating me to fuck up. He's OJ Simpson in my vagina. But, just like my man's like Mike Tyson in the vagina. But here's the thing. I think there's a fine line, because I did it one time, and when I was ready to go again the next day, and you know how they do in wrestling, when you put them in a submission, I tap, I quit. Oh, now you quit. Now you don't want this. And the thing is, she's like, okay, Jordan's been holding back on me for this reason. Now I gotta chill. Because there's a reason. You can do certain things. I think it just has to be in increments with your significant other. Like if I go and beat cheeks off of something that ain't mine, I don't have to worry about it later. I can send that back. That's whoever's problem that is.
Big
but
facts.
if it's mine, I can do it only into a point where I know, like, all right, maybe her period's coming tomorrow, so I might as well go for broke, because I know I'm not going to get it for a few days. Or, it's been a while since I've taken out some frustration on the cheeks. So let me do this. Or if I want to eat it like no other, because I got to show I'm the best. That's the way I maneuver, because that's how I am. But I'm not. But I get what you're saying about that, because it's like, it is your little delicate little flower, if that's wifey. Because if I go and just spit on that thing on her, it's like, damn, why he doing me like this? Like, did he watching Flick tonight? Like, what happened?
Why you treating me
made
like
him
some
change it?
simpleton? Why you treating me like some hoe?
Why you treating me like a little hoe? I kind of like it, but damn, daddy.
That's degrading. Why'd you just shit on my chest?
Well, someone needed a Cleveland steamer today, and it had to have been you.
Big facts.
So, but no, I say that, man. I think that it's a wake-up call, because it is okay. And it's even okay if you want to do the Hawk Tuah to whoever. It's your body, your choice. But it makes it even better if you want to Hawk Tuah your person. And that was the best part about it, the way she was going about it, because she was talking about there's only one man that she wanted. She wanted to Hawk Tuah him, and that meant that she wanted to please him, and it didn't matter who knew about it. And that's the biggest part about that I like.